So hey guys, in today's video we are going to discuss about our awaited video which we are planning from a long time. Okay, so in this video we are going to discuss about the top 5 hazards that are present in space. Okay, actually there are lots of hazards but they are categorized by NASA. Okay, so we will discuss about these 5 hazards as well as one special program is there which is developed by NASA. Okay, so we will discuss the elements of that program also in the last. Okay, so see guys, first of all, before going to the topic, we need to understand what is the meaning of HRP. Okay, HRP is very crucial when we are discussing about the hazards as well as space safety. So see, HRP means Human Research Program. Okay, it is basically developed by NASA, which is a US space organization. Okay, everybody have heard about NASA and know about NASA. So they have developed the HRP. What is the purpose of HRP is to develop such strategies, such methods, so that our astronauts can travel in the space for the extended periods of time. Now, as we know that, for example, in that our scenario, we are going to Mars, for example. Okay, so as you know that how much is the distance of the Mars from here? 140 million miles around. Okay, 140 million miles. So how much time it will require? Okay, around 2 to 3 years. So at that time when we are traveling for 2 to 3 years, what will be the impact? How we will travel? What are the countermeasures we will be facing? Okay, so at that time some hazards NASA have identified through his HRP program. Okay, so these are the 5 hazards which we are going to discuss today. So guys, see, first hazard is your isolation and confinement. Okay, now as you know that when we are traveling to the space, okay, so at that time we need to just sit on a spaceship, or you can say it's a spacecraft for the extended period of time. It may be your 2 years, it may be your 3 years. Okay, so at that time some behavioral changes will be there, behavioral as well as psychological changes will be there. Now you can understand this particular hazard through an example. Now as you know that before some time there was a lockdown. Okay, so at that time you have seen in the reports, news reports, lots of divorces are going on. People are fighting. People are just getting into depression because of that. So this is the same case where applicable here also. Okay, when you are just staying in a particular place. Okay, you are not eligible to go outside. You are not eligible to use your devices and all because everything changes in space. Okay, so at that time for the extended period of time some changes will be there. Okay, so this changes can impact total mission failure. How means, see, when we are doing any mission at that time some our goals will be there with regards to this mission as well as some procedures will be there. When your mind is not stable, when mind is not working properly, so how you can give the ultimate results for that particular goal which is decided for the mission. Okay, so that's why this particular hazard is very important. So they are continuously working on that, how that particular behavioral changes they can change. Okay, how we can make these space missions more interesting and all. Okay, so all that work is going on for this particular hazard. Now when we go to the distance from the earth, when we discuss about that, so see here it's again very critical hazard. Okay, see, when we are going for the lunar trip, for example we are going to the moon. Okay, so at that time it's easy, it's not a problem, 3 days going. Okay, after that we can return back. If any problem occurs, means ISIS is there, International Space Station. Okay, we can ask the help from them. Okay, any medical emergency came, means we can come to the earth and resolve it. But in case of Mars, if we consider the Mars or as well as other farthest planet, for example Jupiter, Neptune, Saturn. Okay, when we discuss about them, so it is very crucial guys, because once you have taken your flight from the earth, okay, so at the time it becomes totally impossible, or no chances are there so that for a medical emergency you can come return back to the earth. Okay, because it is very far mission. Okay, so that's why distance from earth, how can we manage these chances? It means how can we provide the ultimate facilities there itself, so that if any medical emergency comes, the astronauts can take care of himself, as well as how can we develop that pharmaceutical products, those are going to help our astronauts during the extended space flights. Okay, now only we are discussed about the Milky Way galaxy, our galaxy. So after some time you will be seeing that from our Milky Way galaxy we will be going to the Andromeda galaxy, other galaxies also. So it will take hundreds of years. So at that time how we will be planning? Okay, yeah, these are the hazards, but these are giving us the opportunity to grow, to do research and expand our knowledge apart from problems. Okay, so this is one of the hazard which is distance from the earth. Okay, as well as in the distance from the earth they are considering the astronaut also, because astronauts physical ability as well as mental strength plays a crucial role. Okay, how much strong they are, whether they are capable of facing such hazards in the space or not. Okay, how much mentally and physically they strong are. So all these factors they are considering here. Now, third is radiation. Now, see, whatever radiation you have studied, it's different. Okay, whatever things we are studying here, for example, you have studied fire. It doesn't mean that you have a complete knowledge of fire. So, microgravity fires are different, normal fires are different. Okay, so already I prepared one video on microgravity fires. You can check out on our channel. You just put microgravity fire, Aegis Academy, it will come. Okay, so radiation, space radiation is totally different, guys. Okay, so see guys, it is basically first of all invisible to our Earth. Okay, when we go above the low Earth orbit, so at that time it is very high. Okay, so here we are on the ground-based facilities. For example, in the NASA space facilities, we are doing the experiments how this particular radiation can impact us, because as you know that that particular radiation have the capability of causing cancer, causing some illnesses and all. Okay, so at that time how can we design our spacecraft, how can we design our spacecraft as well as our special suits of our astronauts, as well as the procedures as well as the medicines doses to protect from this radiation, because the radiation dose which is on the space, it is very high in comparison of the Earth. Okay, so this work is also going on. Now, hostile and closed environments. Now, as you know that guys, when we are sitting in a small space, for example, again lockdown. Okay, in the lockdown we have the ability as well as we have the access to move in our particular home. For example, it is my home. Okay, 3 floors are there, so I can move in these floors, but I cannot go outside because of the lockdown. Okay, but in particular ISI, in particular our spacecraft, you don't have the ability to go in 3 to 4 floors. Okay, it will be a spacecraft depend upon its size and all. So you need to be there, work there. Okay, use their facilities, because if you are not physically fit, you are not mentally fit, so at that time you will not be able to continue this mission. So at that time you need to do a lot of activities. So NASA understands that very well, as well as they are doing developing the ecosystem within that particular spacecraft, so that everybody will be happy, stay healthy, and get proper food, do proper medical exercises and all, so everybody can be safe and healthy. Okay, so when they return back to the Earth, they should be fit. Okay, not to be in problem. Okay, so they are working in that also to develop the infrastructure and all, as well as see these type of experiments we cannot do directly on ISIS and by directly going to the space flights. These are all doing in the facilities, special facilities developed by NASA. So the same environment which is on the space have developed by NASA in the ground-based research stations. So we can get the prediction of what are the hazards we'll be facing and what are the countermeasures of that. Now, gravity. As we know that when we move to the Mars, at the time the gravitational pull will be 3 by 8 of the Earth. Okay, so you will feel almost weightlessness. Okay, you will not feel any weight and all on your. As well as when we are moving through the planets, as you know that different planets will be there. Okay, so at that time it will take around more time to move from these planets. And again, when we are coming after 2 to 3 years to Earth, so at that time how our body will adapt to this system, because you are coming from after a very extended period of time. So how your body will adapt the systems of Earth, because in Earth total systems are different, environment is different, in Mars is totally different. Okay, so the effects of that as well as how our body will deal, what are the different types of measures we can apply to avoid that gravity and all, how can we fight with that particular aspect of hazard. So all these strategies they are developing under this particular gravity hazard. Okay, so these are about the hazards guys. Now there are some elements that we need to understand just. Okay, what are the elements of human research program of NASA? First is human factors and behavior performance, means they are researching on human factors, what are the different human factors that are contributing to human behavior performance during the spacecraft, because behavior is not good means results will not also be obtained. So it's based totally to going for 2 years if you are not eligible to give any results. Okay, exploratory medical capability, it means when we are going far from the Earth, so what about our medical capability? Do we have such medical systems, medical facilities available to cope with any emergency which may arise during the space missions? So that are also being going research in that. After that, HHC. Okay, so when we talk about this particular factor, so this especially these 3 factors. Okay, so human capability. When we talk about that, so human capability, as human have the capability to cope with that, because see when we go into the lunar mission, that's okay, but first time when we are going to the other planet, okay, we are going to the other planet sending humans, so what will be the human capability of that, okay, how much time they can extend that. So these all things will be going to be discussed over that. Research and integration, research organizational integration, it means for the purpose for which we are going to the Mars, okay, will it be fulfilled there, okay, will we will give the result, will we work properly there with the coordination of our team. So all this will be going to discuss over RY. And next is sun radiation. As we know that the lots of radiation is there from sun, which is directly hitting our spacecraft as well as us also if we are doing the spacewalks and all. So at that time, this particular factor is very important. So guys, this is about the full analysis of this topic. I have discussed about the 5 major hazards by the Human Research Program of NASA. So tell me how was that video in comment box, as well as if you want more interesting videos like that, put the comment box. I'll be happy to make you. So thank you for watching. Have a nice day.